Hello everyone, hope you have a great day. Let us look at Amazon EBS in a simple way. Okay, first of all, we know that EBS stands for Elastic Block Store, right? So, what is it designed for? It is designed to work with Amazon EC2 instance. Okay, so think of it like a detachable hard disk or SSD you can attach to a virtual server. So, in our terms, it is EC2. Okay, so you can format it with a file system or run a database or store application data. Okay, so let us look at the features of EBS. So it has a persistent storage option where data remains even after stopping or terminating the EC2. Okay, so unless you set a delete on termination. Okay, and there are volumes, and of course it has different types as well. So what are the general purpose, provisioned, throughput optimized, cold HDD, which means like it is based on the balance of cost performance or based on the high performance or based on the big data or data warehouses or based on the infrequently accessed data. And you must know these volumes are scalable, which means we can resize it without any downtime or lagging or any other things. And durable, that means you can replicate with the same availability zone. Okay, and it is also encrypted, so it has a support of encryption at rest and in transit. So everything is in a protected, secure way. So let us compare it with the real world. Okay. First of all, imagine you own a desktop computer. So in our term, it is EC2 instance. Okay. So you buy an external SSD for your computer. But in our term, it is EBS volume and connected. Okay. So you can install software on it, save documents on it, or any other media files, or upgrade to the bigger SSD later without replacing the computer. So without replacing EC2, you can upgrade to or resize the EBS volume. Right. So this is what they were saying. And another real world example is like if you're looking at a banking system. Okay, so your banking system runs a core database on EC2 instance, for example. Okay, so they attach EBS volumes to store the transaction logs and customer data. Okay, so during peak season they increase the EBS volume size from 500 GB to 1 TB for our case. Okay, without stopping the database. Okay, this is what Elastic Block Store in EC2 works. Okay, and or imagine you run an online business e-commerce website. Okay, if so your easy to server is a computer, think of like that. Okay, and then EBS volume is the hard disk. Okay, so where you install the OS web server and product catalog database. Okay, in EBS volume. So if you need more storage, for example, if there was a Diwali festival or any other festival, so for that festival season with lots of new product images or need to be stored, right? So you can increase the size of EBS volume without shutting down the website. Okay, next we will move on to Amazon EBS snapshot. So first of all, you must know what is snapshot, right? So that is an incremental backup of your EBS volume stored in Amazon S3. That means you are already having a backup of your EBS volume. That means backup of your data or structure, whatever you have in EBS, that you are keeping it in a very safe way. Okay, that but to keep those things in a safe way, you must also have some particular storage, right? Which is where that is stored in Amazon S3. Okay, so first the snapshot is nothing but the full copy of a volume, and then subsequent snapshots are right there. That only changes since lost backup. Save cost. In order to save the cost, it does not take the full copy of volume again and again. Instead, what are the recent changes? Or for example, if you have uploaded a new image, only that new image will be kept as a backup because already we have the previous backup in our snapshot. So let us look at the features of snapshot. For example, point in time backup. There is an option called point in time backup. That means you can capture the exact state of volume at a moment. Within a moment, you can capture the exact state of volume. Okay, and then there is an incremental. That means that is very cost efficient because you does not go suddenly and tell them to give me a backup. But it is like manually. We are often, for example, we will be you using WhatsApp backup, right? So that kind of example. So incremental backup is cost efficient, only changes blocks are same. And then there is a cross region or cross account copy. That means increase disaster recovery readiness. And then there is a restore anytime. That means create new EBS volume from snapshot. And then automated backups. That means using data lifecycle manager to schedule the snapshot. And then for example, we take it as an e-commerce example we have seen right previously. So before a big sale, like for example Diwali sale, you create a snapshot of your product catalog database volume. So if something goes wrong during sale, or corrupted data, or when of the system crashes due to high traffic, or high network, or high users visiting your website or something like that, so you can restore your EC2 instance with a snapshot, so and bring your website back online quickly. So another example is like you imagine you're working on an important project, okay, on your laptop. At the end of the day, you take a photo, that means a snapshot of your hard drive, and tomorrow you only take a photo of what has changed instead of whole laptop again. Okay, so if your laptop crashes, you can restore everything from the photo backup. Okay, and you take another example. If an e-commerce company stores product catalogs in database on EBS, so before a major update, they create a snapshot. If the update corrupts the database, they can roll back by creating new EBS volume from the snapshot. Okay, that's it. This was the thing we have to see in a snapshot in a basic way. Okay, let us move on to Amazon SNS, that is simple notification service. So what it is? It is a messaging service for sending notifications to users, apps, or systems. So it supports the fan out, that means one message to multiple subscribers, like through email, SMS, or Lambda, who using Lambda or SQS apps, any other thing. Okay, and it is fully managed and serverless. It doesn't require server. And let us compare it with an example e-commerce app. Okay, so when a customer places an order, your system publishes a message to an SNS topic called order notifications. So subscribers to this topic could be like customer gets an email confirmation, or warehouse team gets an SMS alert, or another app like through Lambda updates the inventory stock automatically. So SNS, that is a simple notification system, ensures that everyone gets notified instantly without your app sending each message separately. Okay, these are the things we have seen today, and hope you have understood what I'm trying to say. Thank you.